Jara, could you please explain what emotions are?
Certainly, Kathy. If thoughts can be compared to still pictures, then emotions can be likened to a sequence of those still pictures forming a movie.
So, are you saying that emotions are dependent on thoughts?
Yes, exactly. Imagine I inform you about an accident where a motorcyclist lost his life. You might express sympathy by saying, very sad, but you wouldn't experience the actual emotion.
You're right.
However, if I provide more details, like the motorcyclist being the first graduate in his family and was on his way to share the good news about securing a job before the accident occurred, don't you think you would then feel a sense of sadness?
Yes, true.
Alfred Hitchcock once explained that if a bomb suddenly explodes, the audience will be shocked for a couple of minutes. However, if the audience is informed that a time bomb will detonate in 15 minutes and the film alternates between the ticking clock and the innocent character's activities, it creates a sense of suspense, as well as anxiety, thrill, and also sadness or happiness that lingers with the viewers for a longer time.
That makes sense. So, having thoughts is essential for experiencing emotions. Additionally, our emotions tend to be stronger towards people we have a deeper connection with, compared to strangers.
Absolutely correct. Our emotions are influenced by the various experiences we encounter in our daily lives, which form our thoughts. When we repeatedly think about something, it intensifies the corresponding emotion.
I understand that now. How can we avoid negative emotions?
Emotions can be likened to chemical compounds. Just like mixing specific chemical elements in precise proportions creates particular compounds, each emotion has its own set of ingredients. If those ingredients come together in the right balance, the emotion is felt and it cannot be avoided. For instance, when you completely forget yourself and let go of your worries, you experience the emotion of happiness. It's impossible to avoid that feeling. Similarly, if certain conditions are met, such as valuing something and someone you know, having slightly more of it than you do, you will feel jealousy, and it cannot be avoided. A beggar wouldn't be jealous of those giving him alms, but he might be jealous of another beggar receiving more alms.
So, you're saying that, maybe, except for the second richest person, hardly anyone would be jealous of the richest person in the world.
Exactly. You've grasped the idea.
Does this mean that the emotions cannot be controlled?
Unless you avoid the specific ingredients that trigger an emotion, it's difficult to control them. For example, if you have strong expectations about how others should behave, it becomes challenging to avoid anger. When things don't go as expected, anger arises. The intensity of anger varies based on the strength of your expectations. On the other hand, if you adopt an attitude of indifference toward external events, the likelihood of experiencing anger diminishes.
It seems we cannot avoid those triggering ingredients. So, what's the solution if we cannot eliminate negative emotions?
The solution lies in acceptance. Emotions are transient in nature. They come and go. To accept everything and everyone as they are is the key. This also applies to accepting ourselves. If we have a short temper, that's simply a part of who we are, and there's nothing we can do to change it. Enlightenment lies in embracing acceptance.
So, even after enlightenment, can people still experience anger?
Enlightenment is the realization that all human beings, including ourselves, are like programmed computers. Each of us has a certain set of behaviors ingrained within us, which we refer to as our personality. If someone has a low threshold for anger, attaining enlightenment won't transform them into a different person. Furthermore, duality is inherent in life. Positive emotions are defined as such because they contrast with the existence of negative emotions.
Thank you, Jara. That clarifies a lot for me.